all 3 of the Uncharted games for PS3 are being remastered.
Everything great about Halo Sandbox, all into one multiplayer.
Almost kind of no thought would sell.
I think when I bought that,
I
back great.
Fasten your seatbelts.
What's up, guys? Jalon here from a cast of Geeks. Today I'll be unboxing the brand new 9.7-inch iPad Pro, as we have here, and briefly the Apple Pencil. So let's just jump right into it. So just looking at the package, it has a very clean design, as most Apple packages do. We have only the side profile here, iPad Pro on the side here. This is the 128 gig model. Let's just go ahead and turn this bad boy. Let's go ahead. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this on. And here we have the brand new 9.7-inch iPad Pro. It's enclosed in kind of a frosted just layer of protection that goes all the way around, similar to that of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. There we have the camera bump up there. So not terribly significant, but it is very noticeable. Okay, and in here we just have our standard brick here, and kind of manuals, lightning cord. It is not the longer one, like the one found in the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. In here, some more information, and we have some stickers there. Okay, now let's put this to the side. Okay, now let's look at that 9.7-inch iPad Pro. And this iPad Pro is rocking that A9X chip found in that of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. So it's quite interesting. Okay, and here we are. Kind of get a glimpse of that anti-reflective coating. Okay. Smart connector. Again, he is rocking the same processor as the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. It only has 2 gigs of RAM, whereas the 12.9-inch iPad has 4 gigs of RAM, as well as the A9X in this particular iPad is just a little underclocked compared to that of the 12.9-inch. So, that remains to be seen whether this will be kind of experienced in any real-world scenarios, but it is something to note. So we'll be able to tell more about that once we're able to test the product a little more. Here we have the stereo speakers. You kind of get a good glimpse of that camera bump there. And there's the stereo speakers and lightning port on that side. Get a glimpse of that smart connector there. Okay. One concern I had was that this camera bump, I was a little concerned that it may cause a wobble with the device when you're using it, so let's kind of test that here. Okay, so it doesn't appear that the camera bump is causing any sort of wobble, which is something that cannot be said for the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6s. So, that's good. I'm not really sure how exactly they did that without creating some sort of wobble, but so for all those iPad photographers out there, and I know you're out there, I mean, it's a little ridiculous, but for those of you who do engage in tablet photography, this is, a great camera. This camera is the same camera that's actually found in the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus, and which means it's capable of 4K video and has a 12 megapixel sensor. So, really impressive, and pretty impressive that they've put this in this particular iPad. Now, this display is also capable of the Retina flash found on the iPhone 6s, and it also has a rear flash. So Retina flash, rear flash. Okay, so here we have a comparison of the True Tone display, which is one of the hallmark features of this new 9.7-inch iPad Pro, and a feature that is not on the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, that along with this new 4K camera. So basically what this iPad does is it mimics the way that paper reflects light in different types of lighting. So if you're in a cooler room, the display will be a little more stark, and if you're in a warmer room, then it will also be a little warmer. So this kind of reminds me just a bit of night shift mode found in iOS 9.3. So it's kind of a variant on that, I would say. Okay, and here we go. Right away, I can really tell a difference in just the amount of anti-reflectiveness in this new screen. Okay guys, and just to sum up some of my initial thoughts of the 9.7-inch iPad Pro, I would say that some of the things that I love about this product is I love that it has the same A9X as that found in the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, albeit somewhat underclocked. Again, this remains to be seen whether it will be seen in any real-world application, as this device has a much smaller screen as that of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Another thing I love is I love the accuracy of the Apple Pencil. It's very similar to the Surface Pen, plus it has tilt functionality, which means you can turn the pencil on its side and you're able to have a shading effect. I also love that it has great palm rejection. It also has a smart connector like that of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, which means that the device will be able to power keyboards and you will not have to have a Bluetooth keyboard that must be charged separately. I also adore the sound of this thing. It has 4 booming stereo speakers that really just sound great and provide a good balance of treble and bass and dynamically adjust to the way that you're holding the device. I also love that this thing has a powered USB port, which means that you'll be able to connect many other peripherals. Apple said that this edition was a podcaster's dream, and they've already introduced new accessories to take advantage of this feature. I also love that it brings all the things that I like about the 12.9-inch iPad Pro into a compact size. I also love the pencil's size and weight. I think it's perfect for artists. Many may also complain about the pencil's length, but I actually love this about the Apple Pencil, because when you're shading or you're working with, doing some painting work, holding the pencil further towards the end is actually ideal. Another thing I love is the True Tone display. It's great. It changes based on whatever room you're in, and this adds to just a much better viewing experience. This is a great feature, although not imperative and not a must-buy feature. I also love that it's less reflective and much brighter. So this means that this device will be much better for outdoor use. Now, some of the things I don't like about it right off the bat is I don't like that it has first-gen Touch ID. I don't know why they opted for the first-gen Touch ID and not for the second-gen Touch ID found in the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. I also don't like that the pen is slippery. My fingers produce a lot of oil, and the oil coupled with this plastic material causes the pencil to be very, very slippery and kind of hard to hold on to. I also don't like that there's nowhere to store this pencil on the actual device itself, like that of the Surface Pro 4 with its magnetic Surface Pen that just attaches onto the Surface Pro 4. I also don't like that there are many things with this Apple Pencil that could get lost. So like the cap, when you take it off when you're charging it, that could potentially get lost, along with the small adapter that comes with it that allows you to charge it with a lightning cord. Another thing I don't like is that this device only has 2 gigs of RAM compared to 4 gigs found in the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Again, it's still yet to be seen whether or not this will have a lasting impact in day-to-day use, as this screen is much smaller than that of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. I also don't like that this USB port is only capable of USB 2.0 speeds. Again, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro is capable of USB 3.0 speed. Another thing I'm not terribly fond of with the design of this device is I don't like the camera bump. Again, it doesn't cause a wobble, but it is something that does annoy me just a bit. And last, this pencil just feels breakable to me. I think it is a very well-made device, but at the same time, I know that I don't feel comfortable putting this thing in my backpack without some sort of protection, because I feel like that it could become broken in there. So there you have it, guys. That was my unboxing of the iPad Pro 9.7 and initial impressions on the product. And remember, guys, keep it locked to a cast of geeks for more videos like this one.